Hello, Internet, and welcome to today's Chopped and Screwed episode of Slang 101. My mouth just almost said Saturday Nights. I've never introduced that show in my life.
It's not that.
It's definitely not that. We're doing Slang 101 today. Hello, everybody. Thanks for bearing with us. We were having a couple of technical issues, but hopefully they are resolved. I'm looking at the stream right now and it looks okay. So as long as you can hear me, and as long as you can mostly see me, then it's fine. We're doing it live. Welcome. So glad everyone's here. We're here to play Monster of the Week. Before we do that, you just watched our pre-roll video that highlighted all of the regularly scheduled shows we have on the channel. After today, the next time we will be live is Tuesday for Tabletop Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're playing Masks, right? Great. We're playing Masks. The Squire Squad will have returned once again, and then you can check out the rest of our schedule down below our faces if you are live with us on Twitch. If you are not, it is pinned to our Twitter. It exists somewhere in the depths of our Discord. It's pinned to one of our channels, which you can join and come hang out with us and play video games. We just had a bunch of friends playing Star Wars yesterday. It was great. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up because you know who I am. I've stopped introducing myself at this point. And I'm gonna let these folks tell you who they are and who they're playing today, starting with Rob.
Who am I? Hello, hi. I'm Rob, or bonus stage Rob, or bonus_stage_Rob. You can find me on various nooks and crannies of the internet under that handle, on Twitter, on Twitch, and Instagram, Pinterest. That's a lie. I've never made a Pinterest in my life. But if I had a Pinterest, you'd be able to find me there. Tonight I am playing Professor Hinks, the action scientist. What's he a professor of? Where does he have tenure? To find out. Probably never, because it's a lie.
Oh, we love you, Rob. Hello, I am Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid. I'm here a couple times a week. Yep. My brain's still a little fuzzy, getting over sinus infection. Fun times. But you know what? You know what makes it all worth it? This shirt. This shirt makes it all worth it. It really does. Yes.
It's a WAP.
It's a WAP. This is if you didn't know, this is what a WAP is. I don't know if you knew that. That's it. Anyway, today I am playing. Honestly, I feel like this is an outfit that Isabel would wear. I mean, not gonna lie, I really think she would rock this. I'm playing Isabel. She's the Mundane, and a romance novelist. Not necessarily in that order.
Hi, I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup on the Twitters and the Twitches. Tonight I'll be playing Victoria. She is the spooky. I'll try to project a little more since I'm actually here in person. Weird. You can find me at all my stuff on Twitter. I have updated things. And soon new things. Woo! That's it.
Woo. Indeed. Hi. I am Val at the Kraten's Crown on Twitter and Twitch. I'm here whenever we're live, so a couple times a week. My whole schedule's on my top pinned to my Twitter. And tonight I am playing Hector the Divine. Maybe. Not really sure. We left off in a weird spot. Savannah, back to you.
From the field at the Kraken's Crown. Thank you. Hi, I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth. I run this train. We have yet to find the rails it's supposed to be on, but I'm fucking driving it. Y'all ready to go?
Woo.
Boop, boop.
That's the kind of energy we are gonna have today.
Wow.
So hi chat. If that's not for you, see you next week. Hi everybody. Let's get started. As soon as I can hear my own mystery music. There it is. All right. Last time on Slaying 101, some shenanigans were had. Quite a few shenanigans were had. Some inventions were made. Some research was done. Some cars were unceremoniously taken apart and put back together to be made to catch ghosts. The group was some crime was done also. The group was split up for a while. Hector and the professor heading to the morgue in the coroner's office to try to figure out what the heck killed old Ed Foreman. You found some odd things when Professor Hinks just did an autopsy with no permission or anything. You found some interesting things. You found some things in his personal belongings, and you found something seared onto his heart, the shape of a flower, the same flower that you found in his pocket. While all of that was going on, and poor Grace Mendez, the coroner's assistant, is desperately trying not to lose her job for letting you do this, the other two of you, Victoria and Isabel Swinton, were doing some stuff. Some research was done. Some sangria was a lot of sangria over the course of the day. Was drunk. You think maybe you might have an idea of what is going on here. Or at least you project confidence as if you do. You also planned a neighborhood barbecue, which we're going to have to deal with after this commercial break. No, after whatever this is that's happening right now. But where we left off, Professor Hinks had used one of Isabel's cars to build a ghost-busting machine of some sort, which we have not seen in action yet, but we will. And you all set out around the neighborhood, a couple of you tipsy on sangria, with Hector thinking dirty thoughts as bait. His girlfriend, Sabrina, briefly appeared. And when Isabel and Victoria went over to check on him, she was gone. And it was a very odd exchange. And so we're going to pick up with the three of you standing in the middle of the street, because that's where I left you.
What happened?
Where'd that girl go?
Which girl? Oh, you mean Sabrina?
She was a witch?
No. She's not a witch. No, she just left.
But where did she?
Where?
She just does that sometimes.
Like we do that sometimes?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh.
Why was she here?
Is everything all right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, everything's fine. She just checks up on me every now and then. You know, normal girlfriend stuff.
Guess that's sweet.
Yeah.
Well, that's one element of a supernatural relationship I hadn't considered. You know, us mere mortals have to send text messages.
Oh,
Apparently.
yes.
She
no,
does
it's
not.
much more convenient.
Well, all right.
We're not keeping you away from dinner or something, right?
No. Everything's fine.
You didn't want her to meet us?
No.
Why not?
I just listen. That we're here for business, and we're trying to hunt a ghost.
Oh, it's fine. You're embarrassed by us or something?
Oh.
I understand attempting to keep your personal and your professional lives separate. Just seemed a little odd that might not at least have to say hello, but it's fine.
I wouldn't say I'm trying to keep my personal and professional lives separate. I just have, compartmentalize.
Is that the same thing?
Sounds like the same thing.
No, I mean, there are aspects of my personal life I'm willing to share with all of you, but we can get to that another time. We should look for the ghost, though.
Right. Okay, well.
Of course. Have you seen anything yet?
No.
Right. Okay, well.
All right, then.
What time is it? Isabel, you have your watch?
Oh, yes, darling. It is,
Pushing 1 a.m.
whew. Well, it's past midnight. Oh, a little past my bedtime.
Oh, well. Everything was happening around midnight, right?
Yes, approximately.
Maybe she wasn't hunting tonight, or maybe you weren't a juicy enough target.
Were you thinking hard enough?
I was doing the best that I could, okay?
Oh, bless.
Oh, no. It's fine, it's fine. Again, it was just making sure we're patrolling and keeping the neighborhood safe, so. Well, I say we all just head back home and get back together. I just got all the information from Grace here. She's going to be coming by around 7:30 tomorrow, just to drop all the supplies off, tents, everything like that. But the actual event itself looks like cocktail hour will begin at 5 o'clock, and dinner starts at 6.
What was the dress we decided on?
Oh, just casual, love. Well,
Wait, like frat casual or like fancy casual?
yacht casual, I believe, is the technical term. So,
Do you own a button-up shirt
Oh, yes. I own several.
and a tie?
And a tie?
A tie.
I don't really a fan of ties, to be honest.
I have several that you could borrow, my dear.
Hanks, do you have anything that you could wear?
Or am I back with you guys? I was in the car thing.
Oh, that's right. He is sitting in the car. We probably should go relieve him.
We'll walk back around.
Okay.
Hanks, are you coming to the barbecue tomorrow?
Well, if we had no success tonight, I suppose, is there a chance the spirit will appear tomorrow?
Potentially. Or perhaps the person and the individuals that may be harboring said spirit.
Yes, perfect time to test everyone at once is get them all in one centralized location. This barbecue isn't as asinine as I thought it would be.
You're phrasing
So
it.
we'll see you at 5 then, unless you want to come earlier. Actually, yes, you know what, Mr. Hanks, Professor Hanks, perhaps you should come a little earlier than 5 o'clock if you intend to set any experimental devices up. Perhaps you want to do that before our guests arrive.
Yes, this is perfect.
Right. Why don't you plan on coming around noon then, okay?
All right. Noon it is.
So what's the plan? Hector's still on the sidewalk.
Well, we're calling it for the night, so
So I don't need to walk around anymore thinking...
can you just, it is after midnight, this is a neighborhood, and can you just come up closer and speak quietly, please?
No, I'm good over here.
Great.
So tomorrow then.
Tomorrow.
Go home. Go home. Bye. Goodbye. Go.
Okay. Are we all going home now?
Yes,
To
we're
our-
going. Please just leave.
Okay. Hector flies off.
Hanks had expected to use the ghost vehicle thing now and is now going to, I guess, push it back to...
Oh,
Oh no!
Isabel's house.
I would offer to help, but I'm a buck soaking wet, so
You know, I still do
Darn.
own this part of the property, so let's just grab a couple tops and throw it over, make it a little less conspicuous.
That should do nicely.
All right, yeah. We'll get some tarps and throw it over her decimated Nissan.
you know, I am gonna
Enhanced Nissan.
Enhanced Nissan.
I'm gonna do a little bit of research since I'll be up anyways, and just make sure, you know, see if we can if there's something we can do to protect ourselves from these ghosts.
That would be wonderful.
All right, I'll be back at the Haven for a little bit. I mean,
All right.
see you soon. Victoria just vanishes.
The Haven. I don't know that club. Do you have a way of getting home, Mr. Hanks?
Well, my method of transport is still indisposed, and I turn the only other vehicle into a ghost catching machine. So, no.
Why
No,
don't
I
you
do
stay in the guest suite? It's just down the hall, next to the right staircase.
All right, thank you. I'll just need to pop by my lab for some equipment in the morning, but I can wait.
Simon's usually up bright and early at 6 o'clock, so I'll let him know.
All right.
Good night, Mr. Hanks.
Good night.
All right. So Hinks, you crash in one of what I assume is many guest rooms in Isabel's home. The two of you get some sleep, ready to get up bright and early to do some more science. Hector has flown away, presumably home. Victoria,
That's me.
where you going?
I was gonna go to the Haven to see if I could find, like, if there's some sort of, like, protection, like, bag that we can throw together to stop us from being hurt by these ghosts, which is something that we should have done before, that we just kind of jumped into it, so...
Okay. Yeah, so you head back to the Haven, start flipping through some of the things Abby has there. Go ahead and roll to investigate.
Plus sharp?
Yes.
Probably. You'd think I would know.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a 9.
Okay. So you would get one question. You find a couple of very like general remedies. There are like sigils and things, but a lot of them are tied to like specific types of creatures, and other than probably ghost, you all aren't 100% sure what you're dealing with. But you find the sort of like a basically a recipe for like a general, almost like a hex bag, that you can put a couple of bits into, roll up. Either they're very small, so you can wear it on your neck, keep it in a pocket, that kind of thing. So you can, and Abby's got a ton of stuff, so you could set about making those.
Cool. Yeah. I'll
If
do
you
that.
would like. While you are doing so, you hear a sound coming from the main room in the Haven. It sounds like a thud, like a heavy footfall.
Mm-hmm. Closes the book. Hello?
Hector comes walking into the room. Oh, I didn't know you'd be here.
Yeah, I was just doing some research. What are you doing here?
The same, actually. I was going to look into some of this ghost business. Do you need some help?
Well, I was just making these hex bags, so
Oh,
it's kind of more of delicate work, so
I mean, I think I can help with that.
All right.
Pretty dexterous.
Okay. I'm gonna start putting the bags together like they're like that big. It probably fits like between two of his fingers. You just gotta make sure you're adding enough of the spice to it. Well, that seems to be the key. I don't know.
Right.
Do you not sleep either?
No, I do. Maybe not as much as most people, but what, you don't sleep?
No, I have pretty intense visions that keep me up every night.
Oh,
So
sounds like a inconvenience.
the way I live most of my life, so
Does that cause any issues with you and your what was his name? Win, your boyfriend?
only when I wake up screaming and he has to calm me down.
That does sound tough.
Mm.
How long have the two of you been together?
Technically, a few months.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't on the football team or any of the teams back at the school, and I don't recognize him.
No, he wasn't much of a sports person. He has other things he has to deal with, basically.
Right.
Family stuff.
Right.
Same with me.
Well, I'm sure you're a great asset to this team. I mean, the things that you have to do with cheer, I imagine you're fairly athletic.
Yes, but I'm not a fighter. I usually am the one who is like just at a distance, reading those things, reading their minds, and like doing that sort of thing.
Right.
Doing the research.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even still, it's good to have you around.
Thanks.
Oh, does this just go here?
Yeah, you
No.
have to break it in half and then put one half and then put one half in the other one.
Oh, okay. So like this, and I think tries to subtly at one moment, like his hand like lingers on hers slightly as there's a where she's helping him, and he just looks up for a moment, then kind of looks back away.
What vibe am I getting from him right now? Please tell me what emotion I'm feeling.
Well,
Is horny an emotion?
is horny an emotion?
Lustful?
Yeah.
If we don't want to just go with horny.
I'm gonna say horny. You can characterize it how you would like.
Is Randy an
Does
emotion,
it
baby?
seem to be directed in my direction?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm pretty happy with where I am and what I'm doing. So, what you're giving off right now is not something that I'm interested in. I mean, you got a great body and I appreciate that, but I'm kind of tied down.
Oh, well,
I know that what the boys say about me is, but it's, we're exclusive at this point, so.
right.
Right.
That's fair. Well, I don't want to come between you and win, so you know what? I'll let you finish this up. I'm actually going to do some reps back at the gym over here, so I'll just be around the corner if you need anything. And walks out of the room, but as he does, begins to take off his shirt and just like rippling muscle as he walks around the corner, maybe flexing a little bit. I can hear her
I know.
laughing from the other room.
I'm just gonna be over here. Yeah, just maybe might go over there.
Do you think oh wait, can you get me the protein powder? It's right there.
Oh boy, could I? Nope. Victoria's gonna like finish making her bags and like. I think she just thinks he's hitting on her. I don't think that she thinks there's anything weird going on.
I mean, most people hit on her, so
Yeah,
this is very
exactly.
fair.
I think she'll pop out. Oh, okay. I finished the hex bags. If you wanted one, Hector.
Hector has finished his reps in there and is just gleaming with sweat. And says, "Right, do you need any help with anything?"
No, I'm pretty set, but here, she hands you one.
Oh,
Kind of keep it on you.
you know what? I have innate warding to stop. I don't need it.
Oh, well, why didn't you say that before?
I didn't think about it.
All right. Seems like you don't think about a lot of things, but
Thank you.
wasn't a compliment. But I'm gonna go home now. So, are you gonna stay? Are you allowed to stay here by yourself?
No, I'll head home once I finish my reps.
All right. Enjoy your reps.
Right. Have a good evening.
You too. She's gonna blink away.
All right.
God, man, I had the
so-
weirdest night.
With very little help from Hector, and then him refusing to take one of the bags you worked so hard on, you blink away, try to get what little sleep you can. Hector, disappointment abounds. You finish your reps, you head home, and you try to get some sleep. Hector, you do not sleep very well,
Okay.
which is unusual, I think, for you, especially after a workout. You do not get much sleep, and you wake up feeling a feeling you don't feel very often.
Yeah.
It's like poetry; it just comes to me. Do you see these 4 faces? These faces have just seen genius.
I'm just having a hard time coming to terms with I will never create anything nearly to that caliber
Mhm.
in my life.
You're tired and a little grumpy.
Me or Hector?
Oh,
Wait, is Rob? Are you possessed?
Rob's
Wait, are you possessed?
by the spirit of monster energy. You
Dude.
wake up. Oh no. Now I've really done it.
Oh no. Oh no.
We're not even an hour in, and 2 of you have already gotten up and left as a bit.
Yep.
Again, this is the face of just total creative genius.
I'm just honored to be here, y'all.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
really.
Yeah.
All right. That's enough of that. I can't take compliments, especially from myself, because this is a train wreck. So yes, everyone else, you're fine. You sleep as much as you normally sleep, and it's restful. Great. Hector, you wake up the next morning, not having slept very much, and a little annoyed by that. But is there anything that y'all want to do the next morning? Obviously, the planner is going to show up and get everything set up for the party. Hinks, you had wanted to go get some of your equipment. So
Yeah, at some point early in the day, I'd essentially like to do science. So much of my
Okay.
character is just science, please.
science, please. What science would you like to do? Let's
Science,
start with science.
please.
Let's start off the day with science.
Yeah, I need to tell you what I want the device to be capable of. Essentially,
Yeah.
I want to Is the barbecue happening in some sort of presumably Isabel's like garden or
A very spacious back yard. Yes.
yeah, okay, cool.
That morning you can see the planner and a couple people out there kind of on the back lawn, like setting up some tents and stuff.
Sorry, garden is British for backyard. I'm being
You
assimilated.
really have been assimilated.
They're
oh
getting
my
him.
God. Yeah,
They're
it's
getting
happening.
to you.
Anyway.
Yes, it's a garden party.
Okay, good. It's a garden party.
It's a garden
Perfect.
party.
Thank you. Fantastic.
It's a garden party, Gov.
I know.
Don't tell Lana I did that. She'll never speak.
Sorry, Lana. Sorry.
That's please. She gets it enough from me. So I just want to be able to have I feel like everything I do is like an array of sorts. Essentially,
Sure.
I would like to take my already existing supernatural EMF scanning doohickey and
Okay.
calibrate. I'd like to presume, and you can correct me, Sid, Isabel has like security cameras and whatnot
Oh yeah.
around the
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
I'd like to make those two things have a baby. I
You
don't
want
know.
cameras that can see ghosts.
Yeah. I wanna like sit there and like see into the matrix of like who the fuck is being possessed, man.
You want ghost cameras.
Yeah.
I love it. I love
ghost
it.
cameras.
So I'll say I don't think this is going to require a whole lot from you because this is a device you already have that you are recalibrating using readings you've gotten from some of your other devices.
Yeah, I'm essentially just modifying Isabel's already just doing more of that to her. I am so sorry.
Okay. I'm going to say
This one he actually would consult you on.
I'm looking at this list because I think most of them you're okay on. I'm going to say with caveats, it will cost a lot of money. Not sort of like outright, but this is an expensive security system. And so messing with it as much as you are going to have to mess with it, it might take some actual funds and actual repairs to get it back the way it was, or replace the ones that you are. Now, are you doing this to the whole system?
Probably just localized to the backyard.
Okay. All right. So in that
Yeah.
case, it's not.
I would
nearly as
not.
much of a
I would
hit.
not completely gut her security system because I would assume that the reason that we're doing this is to lure everybody into one spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll say you can pitch it however you want, but Hinks, you know that the cameras that you do mess with are best case scenario gonna have to be repaired and need some new parts. Worst case scenario, she's gonna have to replace them.
Okay. Yeah, I would.
Isabel
I
comes
would,
in like
yeah.
a beautiful like silk kimono and just like walks in with coffee, brings him some at some point. Good morning, Mr. Hanks. How are we getting along?
Quite well, actually. I wanted to pitch you what I have in mind. Now, I would like to limit the alterations to your home as much as possible. I'm thinking about piggybacking off of your security system and using the cameras localized to the back quadrant of the house to essentially scan for these spiritual readings to see if anybody else has been, because we don't know if what was Dead Ed, there we go, could not remember his name. Foreman is his last name.
Yes, Ed.
Okay.
Dead Ed Foreman.
Dead Ed Foreman.
Yeah.
I It's the one time a mnemonic device has actually worked in my life. Because it's Dead Ed and Red Foreman from that 70s show. That's how I remembered. Oh, also that. Mr. Foreman, I'm unsure if he passed immediately after that mark was branded onto his heart, or potentially, I had a theory last night at 3 a.m. that they could be marked ahead of time and targeted based on that. Now, I obviously don't know 100% what we're dealing with, so I figure that this method could theoretically either detect somebody who is already possessed or save the life of somebody who is marked for death by lust, I guess.
One moment. Pulls out her notebook, writes down Death by Lust as a possible title for a book later. I do follow. Really, just bottom line here, Professor. How much is this gonna cost me?
You may have to replace some of the cameras after the fact.
You may fiddle with half of the security cameras in the backyard. Only half. Leave the other half for actual security purposes.
I could do that.
All right. The other half, well, I'll be able to write it off as a donation to the sciences. All right, wait. Go on. I've had Simon bring you up something appropriate for the party, and he's ready when you are to procure anything you might need.
Appropriate how? For the scan?
No, dear, for society.
I don't follow.
Just where he put on the bed, okay?
All right.
Thank you. It should fit just fine. It's like a really nice, like almost like buttery yellow dress shirt and like a blazer and a nice pair of slacks. And it goes very well with his coloring.
He wears that and then puts the lab coat over it.
I would expect nothing less.
Exactly.
Lovely.
If we must.
Victoria arrives a little bit early. Her hair is perfectly wavy. She's got a nice cocktail dress on that's like a little bit longer than what she would normally wear. No slit going up the front. Nice heels, stockings, a little shawl over the top of it. She fits the part.
You look lovely, dear.
Thank you. I thought, if we're being in high society, I'd dress up just a little.
Well, you fit in just fine, dear.
Are we all set?
I believe so. So mainly, we'll probably have some folks mingling here and there. They might even come into the kitchen area at some point, but we are going to need a reason to get the entire party out in the backyard. And I mean everyone, like no stragglers.
Right.
At some point.
Okay. All right. Think of something.
Any ideas?
Well, if I wasn't wearing this dress, I could do a routine.
I don't think we'll need that level of a distraction. I was thinking maybe a toast or a speech or something.
Oh, right. Yeah, no. Maybe just unity in the neighborhood.
Oh, good. Maybe a little something for all those we've lost recently.
Yeah, perfect.
All right. Yes, a little in memoriam.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that should work just fine. Grace should be able to help you out with anything you might need. I trust you. I trust her. Don't have too much before people get here, okay?
Yeah, I can hold myself pretty well, but
Oh, believe
we
me,
are
I
on
know. We are on the clock, as they say. I'll be right back. She's still walking around like this, just this gorgeous, like blue and green with like, this just this whole floral scene, day, like shawl, kimono, day dress thing. I have to go upstairs and prepare. I'll be upstairs in my boudoir.
all right.
She goes upstairs.
Okay. Isabel goes to get ready. Hinks is doing science, given free reign over half of the cameras to the backyard. You start to get set up to do that. Victoria.
Sitting on the couch, checking your Instagram. With her
Sitting
feet
on the
up.
couch checking her Instagram. Hector. When do you arrive?
Hector arrives as the party is starting. Because he's tired and needed to rest a little bit before showing
Okay.
up.
Was there anything else you would like to do before the party?
Isabel arranges, she actually puts some assigned seating outside on the tables and everything. And she makes sure that at least someone from our little group of investigators is at, or at least in line of sight to every table in the backyard.
Cool.
That way they can talk to people and at least keep an eye on the people that they can't be sitting next to.
I'm going to hand out the hex bags to the other two.
Okay.
This should protect against, I don't know. We don't really know exactly what kind of ghost it is, but, it'll help. Should.
What does the bag look like?
Like a little potpourri bag.
Do I eat it?
No, just keep it in your pocket.
All right.
It's like a good luck totem, right?
Luck is. I'm not even gonna get into statistics right now. It's too early.
All right. Are you all set up with everything?
Yes, I will be stationed not far away. I'll be monitoring these from near the. What did I call the stupid vehicle? It was something.
Something about
The IAE, Izzy's automotive ectotrap.
Wonderful.
I'll be monitoring these from the IAE just in case I need to act quickly. If we have an unexpected, or expected, depending on how you want to look at it, paranormal encounter.
Right. Should be pretty calm today since it's usually not an attacking until the evening.
Well, hopefully.
All right.
Isabel makes an entrance at the top of her staircase in a white and gold sheath dress, off one shoulder. The other one's very floaty.
Does Victoria actually clap?
Yeah.
Hanks looks at her just.
Oh, stop, y'all, stop.
You look lovely, darling.
Thank you. Well, folks should be being here very soon. I expect most of the party to come fashionably late, by at least 20 minutes or so.
Right.
But you all have an appropriate place to sit, and about an hour after everything gets started, I'm going to announce a little bit of a speech, something like that, and Professor will get everyone into the backyard area, and you do your thing, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Don't eat everything.
Hector's not there yet.
Oh, yeah. Just kidding.
She says to no.
I say to no one. Oh, shit. Sorry. I'm used to him being here.
Where is he, by the way? Well, he'll see his assigned seat. He can sit there. All right.
Is there anyone specific you think I should be talking to?
Well,
Potential targets?
necessarily think Junie is involved in any way, but she might have more of an idea of who Ed was running around with, so maybe you could talk to her a bit more.
Sure.
there is that very young, cute couple, the Walkers, I think. They're new to the neighborhood.
Mhm.
They caused a little bit of an uproar with some of our more uptight folks in the neighborhood, being that they are two ladies.
Right.
But I don't know. Just maybe see if they've heard anything. And otherwise, well, my dear, honestly, I'm sure you recognize this as well. You'll probably spot the ones that might be ripe for the picking for this sort of thing
Right.
after the first cocktail or so, if you know what I
Hmm.
mean.
Yeah. Is there anything that since we're gonna be incognito, is there anything that you want to know going in?
Oh, darling, everything. Any little tidbit you pick up, you let me know, all right?
I will.
Thank you.
Grabs a drink already. Walks out back.
Oh, if anyone asks, you are one of my consultants for my writing business and a dear, dear friend.
Yes, ma'am.
And if Mr. Franklin gets handsy with you, you tell him to keep it off. You understand me?
Can I break
he's
his
gonna
finger?
Oh, tell him he's going to lose the whole hand is what you should tell him.
All right.
All right.
All right. Any other preparation? No. Okay.
I feel as though it may come up. I have my lightning gun with me.
Okay.
He doesn't advertise that. I just wanted to get it on record.
I feel as though it may come up. Always makes me nervous.
I feel as though it might come up.
Yeah, it's you can hide it under the coat. I think we've established under the lab coat. Okay. I was looking to see if I had any like party music. I don't have like garden party music.
You might have to cut into some of this stuff for Elegant
like-
Suffering.
But I have like funky music. Let's just see what's in here.
Why not?
I don't know if I like it, but I'm gonna leave it on for until it annoys me. Because it's happy. It's a
There is
party.
a full 12-piece big band, naturally.
Great.
They're playing some like lighter things right now, like the full brass section isn't ready yet or anything. So it's just something light, but they'll definitely get into dancing later.
This is so happy. Okay. Yes, yes, this is yacht rock. That's what we're calling it now.
Oh yeah.
All right. So Hinks gets set up. Isabel and Victoria sort of making the rounds, keeping an eye on everything. Right as the party is scheduled to begin, Hector arrives. He's hard to miss.
Yeah, I'm imagining the first person who sees them, because he approaches her, is Miss Winton. And Hector is wearing a like dress, black slacks, black dress shoes, has a vest he's wearing with it, and then like a crimson red shirt underneath that is more buttons unbuttoned than buttoned. Just
Sid likes a good vest. God damn it. Okay, continue.
and comes striding up. His hair is like combed back and coiffed. Has like the one curl, Superman curl, on the side, and approaches her and says, "Miss Winton, this party looks fantastic."
Mr. Adonis. Fashionably late. How chic.
Well, I apologize for taking so long. It took me a minute to get ready, and I had a long night last night.
I'm sure you did.
Please, this is for you, and pulls out a single golden rose from behind his back and hands it to her and says, I've always been taught to bring the host a gift, and someone as beautiful as you surely deserves the finest gift I could bring, so I found this for you.
This is an extraordinary color. Wherever did you get it?
Oh, I know a florist downtown works in embossing and does some gold leafing. It's no trouble.
I couldn't possibly accept this. This is very valuable.
Oh, no, by no means.
I'm donating this to charity, and you let me know which one it's going to, all right, dear?
Well, as long as I get to see you holding it for the moment, that's all that matters to me.
You can listen to him. Like I'm sure she's surrounded by people. This is Mr. Adonis. Yeah, we both work at the university. Mr. Adonis, this is Miss Schneider, and like just inviting him around. But she's pink. She's a little pink. She's a little flushed.
Meets people and stuff, and then when the introductions are made, and says, "Miss, do you mind if I call you Izzy?"
Only my friends do so, of course.
Do you need anything to drink? I can go grab something from the bar.
Of course, dear. Tell Grace that they can get my usual.
I'll do that. With a big smile, turns and heads towards the bar.
A little unnerved, but smiling, continues to schmooze.
Okay.
I'm trying not to be distracting over here.
Perfect.
Professor Hinks, you're getting everything, sort of putting the finishing touches on everything, getting ready. Any other conversations you all want to have? Anyone in particular you want to talk to?
Yes, I want to speak to the new couple in town.
Okay.
I left my notes in your room, Savvy, so I don't
That's
have them.
perfectly fine. The Walkers, yes.
Walkers.
Their names are Elisa and Cassidy.
Mhm.
They're relatively easy to spot. They are among the youngest at the party. Probably maybe early 30s. And are together, dressed very nicely, mingling, seem to be having a good time. You approach them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hello, I'm Victoria. I'm one of Isabel's friends. I work with her. I'm new to the area, so I just wanted to introduce myself.
They both smile. One of them sort of a little bit taller, very long blonde hair, sort of straightened, tucked behind one ear. Extends a hand to you. Well, Victoria, nice to meet you. I'm Cassidy. This is my wife, Elisa. And any friend of Isabel's is a friend of ours, I suppose. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Well, thanks for coming out. I've heard that there's been a lot of terrible things that have happened, but I'm happy that y'all have decided to get together still and talk about things if you need to.
Yeah, I think it'll be good for everybody. It's been a little bit of a tough time recently.
Which house did you guys move into?
Oh, we are 4 down the street and across. Green shutters.
Oh, right. Beautiful place. I was going to say I really like that dress, too.
Thank you.
I'm going to try to read their minds to see, like, when I mentioned all the tragedies, if anything, like, popped up. If any, like,
Okay.
tense emotion came from them.
Okay. Surface thoughts, both of them, when you bring it up, there's a little twinge there. But it's sort of like, it's almost like you touched a sore spot.
Yeah.
But it's not like malicious
Mm-hmm.
in any way. It's kind of like, it's almost like a not again kind of feeling.
Words? What?
Say like not irritated, but a kind of like not wanting to really discuss it.
And she'll kind of just shoot the shit with them a little bit more, and then go talk to the other gent that Isabel had mentioned.
I don't remember who that was.
Wasn't there someone who you said was gonna get handsy?
I just totally made somebody up.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, I don't know who that is.
No, that was Sid riffing. My bad.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'll just kind of keep an eye on things. I'll like text Hanks and make sure that he's not asleep. And then probably make my way over to, if Isabel's busy, make my way over to Hector to kind of just like socialize.
All right, you text Hinks. Hinks, you get a text from Victoria, making sure you are not asleep. You're
He
doing
sends-
science.
He sends a very like formal text that said he woke up at like 0500 today.
Is that sleeping in for you, or?
Not particularly.
Well, here when you get middle-aged, that's kind of what it's like, so. Alright. Just want to make sure you're on your toes.
No response.
Sorry, Rob. Victoria's having a time.
What have I done?
Victoria's kind of a bitch, I'm sorry.
What did I do?
The man's been
Hinks,
nothing
you-
but kind to you.
I know.
Hinks,
This is
you,
how she is, I'm sorry.
You ignore the text message as you are quite awake and quite busy,
Oh yes.
as men of science typically are.
Are there?
I guess.
So I just realized something. Are there like staff catering the party and whatnot?
Yes.
I
Canapé?
would have.
Canapé?
I would like to, as discreetly as possible, like to scan as many people as I can that I. No, can I? Okay, can I say that like prior to the party actually beginning, he scanned the staff individually?
Yes. We have a quick flashback to Professor Hinks with some equipment as the setup is happening, kind of making his way around with a little bit of equipment kind of in his pocket, getting a little too close to some people, and backing off, going back to the car, and then checking to make sure all the cameras are working.
Security purposes, you understand.
They nod politely at you and kind of take a couple steps away. But no, you don't get anything off of the staff.
Okay. In that case, I'm waiting until the guests are in the central. I'm not gonna scan the guests. I don't want to spook anybody.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm not seeing anything with my special eyes, right?
Not currently.
Okay.
Nope. I'm seeing a real nice party. Victoria, you
Hector,
I was gonna say you catch Hector as he is
she probably
delivering a drink.
Sees him as he's heading over to Isabel with the drink, catching her up.
It's a Negroni, double stiff.
Okay. He hands her beverage and says, "Excellent choice in drink."
Oh, thank you, dear. I can really only have one of these.
Oh.
The rest of the night's gonna be bubbly water.
Well, if you need anything else, just let me know.
Well, excuse me. Sort of pull him off to the side. What I need you to do is go sit in your assigned seat and make sure you are talking to people.
Oh, well, of course, I'll do that soon. But, you know, it's been so long since I've actually been out to, like, a formal event like this. I mean, since probably the late 70s almost.
Oh, I understand that, darling.
Would you care to have a dance with me before we sit down?
Of course. We need to get the dance started.
You should.
That wasn't gonna be until after we did the
Oh, just one before we get going. Get everybody out here and
Sure. Oh, why not? I'll tell Grace to do a little teensy little correction to the. I'll be right back. But until then, go sit down and mingle.
Oh, all right then.
Feeling very out of sorts. We'll go talk to Grace and switch around when the dancing starts.
I think as Hector walks off, Isabel, then you see Victoria, who was making her way over towards the group where you were standing, and then you pulled her, had pulled Hector aside, and it's just kind of standing there looking at you, having overheard most of that, I'm gonna say.
Is everything all right? Isabel?
Maybe it's just me not having a young man in quite some time, but I do sort of feel like Mr. Adonis is coming on to me a little bit.
He did that to me last night.
He did not.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't like super forward about it, but he definitely like, hey. I mean, I could sense it.
Oh my! He's making me rearrange the entire schedule for this afternoon. He wants to dance. He got me this gilded flower.
I mean, he has a girlfriend, right?
That's what he was saying.
Do you think they're like, just like, should I have a conversation with him about this?
I will not be anyone's rebound. I will tell you that.
Well, he just saw her last night.
That was...
Right.
If that's the case, well, that's just shameful.
Right.
Do you think she came to break things off?
Maybe. Do you want me to talk to him?
Please do. Again, he's the one going off about separating his private life and his professional one.
Yeah.
He most certainly does not need to be
Mixing
bringing all of those emotions into the professional scheme of things. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to put my hands on those shoulders, but still, it's not appropriate.
Right. Yes. So.
Please talk to him.
Right, I will do that. Yes. Why don't you just hold off on the whole dance rearranging thing until I talk to him?
All right. We'll plan on the speech coming in 5.
Right.
5 minutes. Then we'll
All
do
right.
the little skate.
Gonna walk over to Hector's table and see if I can have a conversation with him in a more private setting.
Okay.
Oh, Victoria, I didn't realize you were sitting at this table.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm sorry. I just wondered if I could talk to you about something real quick.
Sure.
Yeah, just inside's fine.
I'll be right back, everyone. And like, with a smile lingering on anyone pretty at the table, like heads.
They are
back to-
loving it.
Yeah. It follows Victoria.
We'll just take him into like the study or like somewhere close on the first floor that's like it's not where people can overhear us.
Okay.
Yes.
So I couldn't help but notice you've been a little more forward like last night and today with Isabel and me, and I just want to make sure everything's all right with you and your girlfriend and.
Oh, right. No, everything's fine with Sabrina and I. I mean, she's the love of my life. We're doing amazing.
Good. Are you like in an open relationship?
Oh, no.
So why were you giving off like horny vibes last night?
Oh, I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, you're very attractive, and it's if everything's fine between.
Is your lineage getting in the way here? Is your mama coming out?
No. I'm sorry. I'm just very tired. I didn't sleep at all last night. You know what? I'm actually. 1 second. I just need some fresh air. He goes and like steps away and leaves this conversation.
Okay. Victoria's like, any surface thoughts that I need to know about? Does he seem legitimately confused?
Yes.
More so than usual?
Yeah. Seems very confused in that I would assume the lustful, the horny emotion is still there, but when you mentioned Sabrina and asked him about his relationship, he was telling the truth with that too, and he seems very conflicted.
Okay. I'll probably like watch him leave the door, be concerned, be a little confused. But obviously I don't know him very well, and he is the daughter of Aphrodite. So this seems like something that would happen. But maybe I'll trail him. Make sure he's not gonna go do something stupid.
Okay.
Because I've met himbos before and I know what they're like. I'm dating one.
Special breed. Hector, where do you go?
I think heads outside and kind of takes a second to like collect himself. Hits the bar and gets like a drink and just orders like 2 shots and downs them to like try to clear his head. And then sort of calming down a little bit, I guess just heads back to the table to start connoitering again.
Did you tell Victoria I'll be right back and then not
Yeah.
go? You
Yeah.
asshole.
Follow-up
Alright.
question. Did you just say connoitering?
Yes.
I love that.
Victoria, you see this happen. You see Hector essentially step outside, take a few deep breaths, shake his head, go to the bar, order 2 shots, down them, and then head back to his table where you found him before.
Victoria like scoots over to Isabel, just slides in. I think something's going on.
Did they break up?
No. He is very conflicted because he loves her, but he is very lustful right now.
Can Isabel? Would this be read a bad situation? Would this be? What would this be? Read a person?
What?
Read a horny situation.
Read a horny son of a bitch? Like
What are you trying to accomplish?
just all the little pieces of like his change in behavior and everything she's saying and what she experienced.
Okay, let me look at the questions. I'm gonna say offhand. I want to say read a person. Those are both sharp.
Okay.
Yeah, let's hit read a person.
Okay. Seven.
Okay.
That was a shitty roll 'cause she's got +2.
So 7, you get 1 hold. You can spend them 1 for 1 to ask a question
Okay.
of the player.
Okay.
Of which I might interject an answer.
What does your character intend to do?
Would you like me to answer for you?
Yes, please.
That boy want to get laid.
Just DTF about.
Just swirling around.
It's like it's flashing across his forehead. You really like take a step back and just look at him for a moment and the way he's like interacting with some of the other people. at the table. It's not desperate is not the right word, but there is like a very
Like on the hunt? Like
yeah,
okay.
like a little not maliciously, but like
Okay.
aggressive.
Okay.
Are you singing?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Hungry like a wolf? Is
Yes.
that
Yeah.
oh,
Oh no.
seemed appropriate. And not to state the obvious, but that young man is well, they had a phrase in Ecuador. It roughly translates out to that bear's looking for some honey, if you know what I mean.
Right. Weird. And this is new, as of last night.
I mean, he seemed you tell me, darling.
Well, I've never vibed anything like this from him before.
Do me a favor. Get in touch with Professor. We're not waiting. We're doing this right now. I want a scan of everyone in this backyard.
You got it. Picks up her phone. Yo, Hanks. It's going down. Do the scan
What is going
soon.
down?
We're gonna do the scan soon.
All right, I'll calibrate the device now.
I'm
Go
gonna
over to
posi-
Grace. Oh, sorry.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna position myself kind of like near Hector.
We'll find the party planner. Let her know that we're gonna get the, move things up a little bit. It seems like everyone has arrived. So
She nods, no problem. And I assume they have set up a little area somewhere
yeah, just like the
at
mic.
the front for you. Yeah, just like a little mic. Or we'll say it's out on the where the dance floor is. They'll bring a microphone out there. And she nods to you. Says we're ready.
Wonderful. Oh, what the hell did we call the name of this neighborhood? I completely forget.
I think I wrote it down.
It was what was it?
White people meet.
White Stag Estates.
Just kidding. I super didn't write it down.
My notes are right by you. It's in there.
Which one?
Okay.
There's so many of them.
The rescue!
If anybody remembers, we've got a whole stack right here.
The top one.
Oh, your
Oh no, it's the bottom one. I was wrong. Sorry. Hi. Hey everyone.
What do I look like? A librarian?
No, I'm the librarian.
You're welcome.
Bye bye.
Get out of here.
For my next trick, I'll step into frame.
Ta-da!
Rob, why do you have a knife?
That's not Rob. That's not Rob. Shoot him.
Run! That's the real mystery. Oh man.
She doesn't have it either.
Damn it.
I can't even criticize. I haven't taken
You
a
fucks.
single. The only note I've taken this entire time has been the name of the car that I built in Isabel's honor.
I was
I'm really
saying
proud
this
of it.
before. My last
Fine.
note is new mystery. Daniel told him someone has been asking around saying Sal is their sister.
Was
The
like
dude with
2
black hair.
months ago.
That
Okay,
was-
we're gonna make up a new one right now, and I'm
Okay.
gonna write it down, and this is gonna be the canon name of the
And your
neighborhood.
pencil.
Got a pen.
So permanent.
We're professionals.
Verdant Hills.
Yep.
Virgin Hills. I
That's
said
it.
Virgin Hills for a minute. And I was like, the irony.
Not
Nobody-
anymore.
Nobody tell me anything different. That is the canon name of this neighborhood.
I know. It had white something in it, which I found very hilarious. Okay. Welcome, Verdant Hills. Thank you all for coming. Good to see all of you. Welcome. Does a little applause for themselves because rich people like to applaud themselves for some reason.
There's a nice
Um,
golf clap from the audience.
Of course. Thank you all again for coming to this rather thrown together shindig. But I felt in light of such horrific events that have beset our neighborhood that, well, some neighborly unity seemed important now more than ever. And if I may, I would like to raise a toast to those we have lost. May they rest in power. A moment of silence, if you will. Looks up at one of her security cameras like, now.
There's a moment of silence as everyone raises their glasses. Hinks from the security system. You see the last few stragglers make their way out onto the lawn. And yes, scan.
Yeah. Essentially, I just have calibrated these cameras to it's essentially like a night vision mode, except hopefully the ghost lights up. Who knows?
All right. You get everything going. You flip the switch, you hit the button, you enter the code. Maybe it's all of them. I don't know. And the cameras that you have modified shift. At first, it takes a second to get everything back into focus. You watch carefully, sort of scanning through the different monitors, watching, and as everyone sort of puts their glasses up for a toast, you get a hit. You see a very large hand sort of up in the air holding a glass, and just barely sort of around the skin, sort of the outline of the hand, you see like almost like an aura that is kind of lighting up and catching your attention. You follow the hand as it brings a glass to a familiar face, because it's Hector.
Hinks will very quickly reference his readings of, because one of the things that he had previously read was Nephilim energy, and he just compares the two to make sure that he's not getting a false positive here.
Yeah.
Is this distinctly different to, because he's also scanned for spiritual energy before? This is different.
So you've, I assume, set these up to try to filter as much of the extra stuff out as possible, since you were dealing with people like Hector, to try to get something specific. No, this is not what you got the last time you scanned Hector.
Well, that's hinky.
We're gonna make Hinky a thing, okay?
The thing.
You notice one more
for me.
You notice one more thing too, Hinks, as you scan through the rest of the cameras, making note of what you've just seen, checking your notes, comparing. Something's obviously going on with Hector. You see in one of the other cameras a similar sort of aura, off to one side, kind of away from the tables, like away from the guests, and off to one side of the dance floor, but it's not attached to anyone. And it looks vaguely sort of like the outline of a person, just kind of wavering there, kind of at the edge of the dance floor where Isabel is. And then you see it kind of blink out for a second and then reappear just a little bit closer to her. And then a couple seconds later, it does it again.
Oh, nope. Okay. Man, he did not. Hinks is gonna improvise. In relation to the backyard, how accessible is the vehicle?
Oh man, you're parked out on the street in front of her house. That's like a quarter mile, my dude. to just go up her driveway, and then you gotta go around the house. You gotta hike.
Okay.
I mean, it's probably accessible if you busted down a couple of gates.
Yeah, he's gonna run.
Okay.
He's going in, car blazing.
Okay. Tell me what this looks like.
So
How
know
does Hanks do this?
you know, in like Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, he's like jumping over fences and it never goes well. Okay. He is just making a break for it. Probably busts his ass coming down one of the fences, scrambles up. He is going to essentially, the way that when he gets to the vehicle, the way that he designed it's not meant to drive far, if at all. The worst thing that's going to happen is it probably, and I may end up shooting myself in the foot here by saying these things, it'll probably throw off the aim of whatever he does with it, because it's like, again, it's like when you wind a ballista and you've got the x-axis, the y-axis, the z-axis, all that's been factored in, and now he's gonna go off-roading with it. So
Okay.
yeah.
So we get this wonderful shot of Hinks realizing what is going on, in a moment of panic, taking off toward the vehicle. You swing around into this, what once was a Nissan, is now your ghost catching machine. Throw the door open, get inside, start the car that's not even really meant to start, and gun it.
And he's gonna call Victoria as he does it.
Okay. You you gun it, and Victoria, as you get a panicked, we'll see, phone call from Hinks, we are gonna go ahead and take a break right here as the professor once again springs into action. Thanks for hanging out with us so far, everybody. We are going to take a quick break, and we will be back in just a few short minutes. So stick around to see what happens next. And welcome back, Internet. Thank you for hanging out with us for a just slightly extended break. We're still having a couple of technical difficulties, but I think we're back on the Internet and mostly fine. So we're gonna do what we always do and say, fuck it, we'll do it live. We are going to... Everyone's just giggling. We are going to, this time it's not my fault. We're gonna pick back up where we
It's fucking Rob. It's not Rob's fault.
Off. So we here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna roll it back just slightly. Hanks, I'm putting you in the time break for a second.
Thank God I need a timeout.
I'm putting you in the time break. So we have this scene of Hanks flying as fast as he can toward the car and getting ready to make an entrance. We're gonna roll it back. During the moment of silence, the toast ends. Around this time, Hanks is in the process of going, "Oh my God," and getting ready to run. Isabel, as you start to finish your speech, you hear a loud voice from towards the back of the group, and you both see, everyone sees, Hector stand.
Bravo! Bravo! You know what? I think we need to go ahead and get this party started. Band! Let's dance! Who's with me?
You see some folks looking around, and then a couple people who've already had a couple of drinks stand as well and start clapping and saying, yeah, he's got the right idea.
Great! We're here to enjoy ourselves. So,
And Izzy, would you honor me with this first dance? Come on, give her a round of applause, everyone. To our
Everyone's
lovely host.
thank you. Just like glares over to Victoria, like, what the fuck do I do now?
Because you don't stop them, the band starts to play.
All right, enjoy.
Victor, don't you think it's nice if you like calm down a little bit?
Why? It's a party.
Yeah, but it's not your party.
No, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it, Victoria. And heads through, pushes through the crowd.
Is looking for an exit. She's gonna like find a reason to like go inside and like mess around in the kitchens with the canapes, like waiting for the main course to come out. Yeah, she's gonna find Grace and pull Grace inside and be like, yes, let's just go over the final menu. Really, do not leave me, okay?
Izzy, do you not want to dance?
Oh, it's just
He's like
little
looking.
thing
He's head and
popped up.
shoulders above the crowd, so
Of
can
course.
see her.
One, just a little thing popped up. Hostess with the mostest, of course. Just wait right there for me. I'll be back. Do not leave me, Grace. And heads inside.
Victoria, a full, at least foot shorter than Hector, probably more, is just like behind him, like, Hector, stop it!
As you are trying desperately to stop him, and he is incredibly confused by why he would be doing this, your phone rings, Victoria.
Just stay put, please, just stay. Yes?
It's Hanks.
Victoria, it's the professor.
Yes, I know I have caller ID. What's going on?
I'm on my way, and he like sounds winded because he's calling you while he's running.
Uh-huh. What'd you say?
I'm getting the vehicle. You need to get Isabel to safety and keep an eye on Hector. I think he may be possessed.
Hector. Okay.
Yes, but there was another near Isabel. Not, she is not. I'm handling it. I'm pulling the IAC around.
Wait, don't do that. Don't do that. Get to the car. I'll come to you, and I'll bring Hector. Bye.
In retrospect, that is probably a better idea. It won't throw off the calibration and will minimize the damage to the locale. I need to.
Hector's
just
already
gets
looking
in
to
the
somebody
vehicle.
else. It's like, oh, well, if you'd like to dance, certainly we can.
Hector, you know what? The conversation we had earlier, I really just want to revisit it if we can, and we can dance after that if you don't mind.
Which conversation?
The one in the study.
I don't remember that conversation.
That's okay. Why don't you just come talk to me for a second?
Well, we're about to. The band's already started playing, and it'd be rude of me to.
The woman that
Victoria,
Hector was talking to looks very affronted.
Victoria takes a second, takes a breath, and just switches it on, and she's like, you know, I really could see us spending some time together, but more alone. If you want.
I'm gonna need you to roll.
Does she need to roll for this? Okay. I'm
Yes.
just making
Oh
sure.
boy. This would be manipulate someone?
Yes, it would be.
Wow, your charm's bad.
Oh yeah, except for I
It's
use
so
weird
bad.
for it because I'm
Why do you use weird for it?
doing it telepathically, right?
She's sagging.
That doesn't help you with
Just
this.
kidding.
move.
I'm gonna try, let's go.
All right. She roll and manipulate.
Yes.
Do you want to click the button?
No, go for it. It's
Okay.
fine.
God, I hope it's bad.
God, I hope it's good.
It's a 9.
Yay!
9.
Middling.
They'll, okay. Which list do I pull from here?
Yeah. 'cause this is-
Circumstances.
Wait, do I get to choose? Does the ghost get to choose?
The circumstances are strange. I will say, I'm not gonna take over control of your character. You can choose for Hector, knowing a little bit about what's going on with Hector. This is 7 to 9, so if you do what she asks, you mark experience. But it's very convincing. It's more convincing than maybe you expected.
I'm sorry, Miss Johnson. It looks like I'm preoccupied. Are you sure you wouldn't like to dance first?
Well, I would, but not on the dance floor.
All right. Lead the way.
Well, I never. She throws her drink in your face. Hector.
Exercise.
I hope that was silk. And she walks away.
It
Wow.
is, but
Oh, let's go try that off. Walks inside.
You follow?
mm-hmm.
Okay. Hinks, you had gotten into the car.
Oh, yes.
Are you going to heed Victoria's warning?
To stay there and wait for yeah, I think as he's got everything set and ready to go in the vehicle, he's keeping an eye on the cameras. He wants to see if he could spot that that apparition slowly that was inching its way toward Isabel. He's looking for that at this point.
Okay. Yeah. So you get in the car. You look over the cameras a little bit more, trying to find where it was, and you see, after you've had this conversation with Victoria, you see her and Hector sort of speak for a moment, and her start to lead him off somewhere. You start to scan the rest, and you see the same thing you saw before again, sort of hovering, kind of around, like it's made its way around the other side of the dance floor, sort of close to the house. It's kind of sort of stopped moving and is kind of wavering in and out. And then as Victoria and Hector move by to go inside, you see it sort of fade and then pop up a little bit closer to the house and fade again, pop up a little bit closer to the house.
Okay. He's standing by, ready with the vehicle and probably his lightning gun just cocked and ready to shock.
That's an excellent turn of phrase.
Thank you. I don't know where that came from. I think I'm possessed by somebody funnier than me.
Can we get that on the other side of the t-shirt that says it's about to get hanky, cocked and ready to
Cocked
shock?
and ready to shock.
I'm just gonna get like a custom made like hockey jersey. Just says shit like that.
Perfect.
Okay, so you stand by, sort of watching what is happening. Victoria, you lead Hector into the house. Isabel, standing there with Grace. You see Victoria and Hector coming your way.
Oh,
So yes, that final course. I believe the desserts are refrigerated, so let's come bring it over here.
Victoria, the two people in the kitchen in front of you look very distressed.
We should duck off to the side. I don't want it to get awkward.
Right, don't want it. We're just gonna, excuse us, we're gonna be off in the other room. We'll be right back.
Right, of course. Enjoy.
Like, looks at her like, you understand what I'm saying, right? Okay.
She's thinking in her head, she's like, how long will it take me to load my hunting rifle with rock salt? Okay.
Okay. So as soon as Victoria gets him in the other room, she's gonna like put her hands on his chest and then like put her hand behind his neck, and then she's gonna angel teleport them to Professor Hanks. So I have to roll for that.
Oh
no.
I'm not muted.
Okay. What do you have to roll for teleporting somebody
Weird.
else? Okay.
Boy, this is why I said I hope I don't disapparate you. Let's go. Champ! That's a 12!
Nice.
Okay. So you just do it. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Where do you want to end up?
You sure you want to do this right here?
Oh yeah. She just like pulls him and they both move into the front yard where Hanks is. And she's like, now!
Professor, they teleport in front of you.
Fucking fire away. He slams on the pedal and the engine revs. It's in neutral, or I guess like parked. And so as the engine fires, so too doth the weapon. Essentially let me pull this freaking novel I wrote about this thing out.
Okay.
Essentially the two antenna on the front of the car, I mean, it's absolutely just a Ghostbusters ripoff. Arced lightning starts shooting out of these things, and it is aimed directly at Hector's chest. In theory, it shouldn't hurt him because the vibrational frequency of the astral plane is different than of the physical plane. But it's all just guesswork and theories right now. So,
Hey,
he's
Professor.
also a god or something, so it's fine.
Let's test that theory. Can you roll
Hell yeah.
plus weird for me?
Oh, yes.
For weird science. For shooting the weird science machine.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's an 11.
Okay. The theory checks out. Victoria screams now, and you hit it perfectly calibrated. You hit Hector center mass right in the solar plexus. Hector, you see this beam of electricity and light shooting towards you, and it connects with your chest, and you get ready for the pain, and then there isn't any. But you do hear it almost feels like it's coming from like the back of your neck, or like the base of your spine. It like rattles your teeth a little bit. You hear this like scream. It's very loud and sort of frightening, as this machine starts to siphon something out of Hector's chest. And as the two of you see it being sort of pulled out and kind of rolling down along the this beam that Hinks has shot out at him, you also hear this sort of loud, high-pitched scream as something. Hinks, you caught something.
Yay!
And it is locked away
Is in the trunk now.
in
And
the trunk now.
I think immediately he jumps out of the vehicle, pops the hood of the trunk, or I'm sorry, the hood of the car, pulls what was the coolant container out, and that's where ectoplasm's supposed to be. Is there any?
There's a little bit.
Eureka. And then he kind of snaps out of it, pulls out his reader, and immediately just scans the area, like scans Hector's body, scans the area near enough to him. Am I picking up any other spiritual energy? I'm looking for that, like, phantom that was creeping.
For the other one?
I'm unsure if these things were two separate entities.
You scan Hector, you get normal Hector waves on your scanner. You scan sort of around the immediate area. You get a little bit from the ectoplasm that is in the car. Obviously, getting any readings like right next to the car is difficult because there's a lot of tech and stuff in there that's putting off signals. But you kind of go around the front yard, the front of the house a little bit. You don't get anything there.
Are you okay?
What was that?
Hector, your brain, you remember everything that's happened since last night in the last like 24 hours or so. It feels like a fog has lifted, and you remember everything you did.
There was a ghost inside of me.
Yes, there was. I'm gonna text Isabel and let her know we're out front if she didn't hear it.
I tried to have sex with you.
Yes, I'm aware of that. You did. Yes. Not very hard, but you did.
Isabel, you hear Hector yelling from the front yard after what was a very loud blast of some sort.
She'll go check in the backyard. I mean, the band's going, so just check.
Yeah, they
make sure
probably
no
can't.
one's-
It doesn't seem like anybody in the back has heard it, thanks to the noise of the band. Everybody's partying, dancing, having a good time. But yeah, you do make it out to your front yard in time to hear Hector yell, "I tried to have sex with you." He looks upset, I assume? Do you look upset?
Yes, looks very upset.
He looks very upset.
Happens to the best of us.
Miss
Mundane.
Winton, I tried to have sex with you too. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. We gathered that this was a little bit out of your character. And
It
so
was.
yes.
I'm in a relationship. I don't know if I've mentioned
we-
that.
we
Wasn't
are-
Sabrina that was there the other day. There was somebody that looked like Sabrina.
No, I'm pretty certain that whatever that was
Right.
probably what was inside of you.
I need to
making
make sure
you-
Sabrina's okay.
Right.
Starts texting.
What do you text her?
Are you okay?
You can just get a text back that says, yes, with a smiley face and a heart.
Okay.
Are
good.
you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. We'll talk about it later. She's fine.
Good. Well, I'm glad.
Good.
Yeah. Are you okay?
I'm very tired.
I bet.
How? That was awful.
Well, sorry.
I mean, I'm sorry for the way I treated both of you. That's
You
not
were not yourself. It's
Right.
all right.
right.
Yeah.
You should know I'm not like that normally.
Yeah.
I know, but bad first impressions.
Right.
That is again what we gathered. So
Dr. Hinks can tell you I wasn't like that before.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, he did not try to have sex with me.
I did not.
I believe you.
Good. Good.
So is it all done then, Hanks?
These readings seem to confirm that the only spectral energy present in this area is contained safely within the container.
Perfect. One ghost, one problem. And it's solved. Good job, guys.
do you want to do just one last scan, make sure we got everything, and then
Yes, I'll consult the backyard cameras, but I did scan the immediate vicinity. It looks safe. Let me just confirm. Outback is fine.
There was just the one though, right?
What I saw was the energy within Hector. And I also saw what I can only describe as a shade creeping toward who he seemed to be talking to at the time.
Me?
and Isabel.
I'm gonna look around.
Take my hex bag out of her little clutch that she's got.
Isabel, you take your hex bag out and hold it. Victoria, you look around, kind of scanning the area. You don't see anything in the yard.
I shove a hex bag into Hector's hand. Put that in your pocket.
Yes. Okay.
Again, I hypothesize that it was linked to the spirit itself, and that we're not dealing with two spirits, but this may require further research, Isabel.
Of course. I need to attend to the several hundred people in my backyard. Please let me know if we are in any immediate danger. But I'll...
Yeah, he'll go back to his tablet and start running scans in the backyard.
And Hector, do you remember anything about the spirit inside of you? Did it like talk to you or anything? Did you get any strong feelings about it?
Oh, I had some strong feelings, yes.
About it not being lustful.
Right. Keeper, do I have anything other than what you gave me?
You remember it when it first possessed you, speaking to you very briefly. After that, it didn't really speak so much as it felt like you were having kind of like intrusive thoughts that just like, you know, they weren't yours, but there wasn't really anything you could do about them. The overwhelming feeling was lust, obviously. But you remember feeling like when it wasn't working, like when your advances weren't working, when you're turned down or whatever, this real feeling of like disappointment and almost like desperation.
It was very desperate. Very desperate.
For sex.
Yes.
Okay.
But almost kind of sad.
Seemed kind of sad from this end. Okay. Well, I hope that it's just the one spirit. We need to keep an eye out.
Well, you can see them, right?
Apparently not. I didn't see it in you.
Or maybe that's because it was inside of me.
I'll keep an eye out. But I didn't see anything weird at the party so far.
Well, maybe we go back inside, walk around, make sure. I need to apologize to Miss Johnson. And a few other people. And then yes, I should probably go.
Talk to your girlfriend? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Hanks, let us know if you see anything.
Have the cameras picked anything up?
No. You scan the cameras again. You flip through, looking, kind of scanning over the guests in the backyard, and then sort of the area where you had seen the what you referred to as the shade before. You don't see it right now.
It looks good for now, but I'm going to monitor it a bit longer.
Should we commune with the spirit that you've trapped?
Not here right now.
Well, no. I mean, like later.
We can try.
Well, the containment unit is secure enough. Probably not for long-term storage. I still need to work that out a bit, but...
Brad, how do we get rid of a ghost?
Could hit it with my hammer until it dies.
Do we have a plan B?
I could attempt to open a gateway to the plane that it originates from.
Savvy, Victoria spent some time over the break getting rid of spirits or communing with spirits. Is there anything that she knows that can like put them to rest?
It depends on the type of spirit. If it is the spirit of a person, like a human or sort of like a mortal who has like died on your plane, getting rid of anything like physical that it could be tied to. So I mean, you guys have watched to burn the bones, make sure it didn't leave anything behind. Yeah. Anything, and not necessarily just like a body, because obviously people are cremated and stuff. But anything like physical that could be tying it here or figuring out how to break the connection between it and maybe a person that it's tied to. That's if it's was a person.
Didn't we
if
identify...
it is something else, there is sort of like there's banishment magic and stuff that you have probably, if you don't know it, you would probably know what to look for to find it. There is the kind of like banishing it back to whence it came if it is not of this plane, if it's something else. Those are basically your two options.
We identified it as the Ladama Tapada, right?
We think it's something similar to that.
Like that's what.
Yeah, that was the closest thing that you could find was this sort of legend. Obviously, it's behaving a little bit differently, but that was your starting point for sort of figuring out how to catch it and sort of what information that Victoria would have used to sort of make the hex bags and stuff like that. So,
is there a way we can figure out what kind of spirit it is now that we have it?
I can try to talk to it. But if it's not like a human spirit, if it's more like a demonic spirit, that's going to be something different. And maybe that's why I can't see them. Because they're not human spirits. That makes sense.
Right. Well, I've been doing a bit of online gaming because there's this one game where you put down, like, different spirits have different things that they can do. Like, some leave fingerprints and some leave colds. Can we do something like that?
We could do research and see what boxes it ticks. Yes. Very good, Hector.
So I take it that after you all went to bed the night you were doing research, after Hector watched every episode of Ghost Hunters he could find, he just stayed up all night playing Phasmophobia.
Yes. To learn about ghosts.
Bless this boy, for he is dumb.
Out here trying his
He's
best.
doing the best.
Right. Finish up the party. Go research the ghosts some more.
All right, Hanks, you're on bird's eye view. And if you could do a little research, do you want to continue to mingle at this party, or would you rather bail?
I should apologize to a few people, and then I should go.
All right. I am sorry that I transported you without your permission.
Under the circumstances, I forgive you.
You lost someone doing that?
A few people, yes.
Moves into the party.
All right. With Hinks on Overwatch, while this conversation was happening, Isabel, you've made your way back to the party. Everything seems okay. You go through sort of past Grace in the kitchen, trying desperately to fix the things that you told her might need fixing, but you're not sure, but she's composed and is just in the kitchen, checking things off her list, making sure they've got everything, kind of moving in between the staff.
Remind me, I owe you a lot. All right. Puts on her hostess face and goes out and dances and talks to people and does the thing.
All right. I'm gonna have you and Hector both just make just a charm roll.
Okay.
Isabel for showing back up, making sure everything is in its place, putting on the face of nothing is wrong, everything is great. I didn't just disappear for a little bit. Hector for the apologies you're making.
Fair.
Let's go, champ.
Ooh, Izzy's a 5. You know what? Fuck it. Luck. This is very important.
Okay. Hector, what you got?
9.
9. Okay. We'll get to that in a second. Do you have on your sheet your luck move?
Special. When you spend luck, you will find something weird. Maybe even useful.
Then just kidding. We'll get to that in a second.
Cool.
Hector, my boy. Hector, my boy. You make your way around, make some apologies. They are met, for the most part, with grace. You get the impression. No, Hector's not that dumb. You get the impression that they have the understanding that maybe you're a little eccentric. Isabel has introduced you as a friend of hers, so they probably think you're like some eccentric billionaire that doesn't go to parties that much. And you're forgiven easily until you approach Miss Johnson, who threw the drink in your face. On a 7 to 9, they will accept your apology, but only if you do something for them right now to show them that you mean it. And if you ask too much, they will let you know what can be done.
Bump up the jams, Hector.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
gotta
say,
dance.
what if Hector says, "I apologize for my immature behavior. If you would like, I would still be honored to have this dance with you."
She at first is a little cold, but you ask her very nicely, and she smiles a little bit as well. I've been called a lot of things by our neighbors, but rude is not one of them. All right, let's dance.
Hector pulls out all the stops.
All right.
Spins,
Fix the
dips,
situation.
Cha-chas. Salsas.
Oh, the big band is now playing a version of Goody Two Shoes. It's very swingy.
Oh, perfect.
I'm sure Hector knows how to swing dance.
Music from my childhood.
You patch it up. Good job. Miss Winton. You. So we will treat your wonderful 5 that you rolled as 12. So you make your way back, perfectly composed. You see Hector successfully making amends with the people whose feelings he has hurt. Still just a little wet right here on his shirt. Victoria did her best. It's mostly dry. Kind of cover it up with the vest a little bit. You make your way around. A few people sort of stop, speak to you, and everything seems good and calm and wonderful. You take a minute, walk back into the kitchen, where you don't see Grace, but you see the sort of the clipboard that she carries around. It's one of those, it's like It's nice, sort of solid, and it sort of like clips open on the side. You keep things in it. Little compartment for pens. She's very organized. And you see she's left her clipboard on the counter. You walk by, but then catching your eye sort of on the top sheet, kind of smeared across, like if you were holding a clipboard in one hand, your thumb would probably hit the papers. Sort of smeared across is this. It almost looks like dirt, which is weird because she takes good care of her stuff. And you take a closer look, and across the top of this paper and the clipboard sort of drying to it is this weird goo.
Goes into a drawer, gets one of the not nice spoons. It gets a little off.
Fake silver.
Yes, the fake silver. Make sure she's not coming. Gets a little bit of it off. Puts it in like a teacup. Puts the spoon in the dishwasher at like the high power wash. Runs it. Takes the teacup.
Spoon.
Yep. Hey, she could do that. And takes the teacup to go find the professor.
Okay. The professor still on his tablet. Are you still in the car?
Yeah, I
Thanks-
think
thanks,
he's.
my man.
Yeah, he's secluded himself in the car, just a quiet spot to monitor, and also making sure that the trap holds.
Okay, yeah. You every once in a while you hear some sort of odd wailing coming from the trunk, but it doesn't seem like it's getting out anytime soon. You keep an eye on the backyard. You don't see the figure again. A few minutes later, Isabel comes out the front door, makes her way over to the car holding a teacup.
Like just 2 fingers.
Oh, I'm all right.
No, my dear. I'll bring you out refreshments later. I found, well, a specimen, I suppose. Would you mind? Be careful with the teacup. It's my second favorite set.
Yeah, so he'll gloves on, take it out of your hands. Is this the same?
You know this goo.
Oh yeah.
You barely have to look at it.
Where was this found?
I found it on Grace's clipboard. What?
On her clipboard.
Yes, it looks like she looked like a little thumbprint or something. What is it?
Where's Grace now?
She was running around for organizing dinner. Can you find her on the cameras?
Was she? I don't know if I would even know this. Was she present during the toast?
No.
Yeah, okay.
She okayed everything and set Miss Winton up with the microphone and then went inside.
I need you to.
You want to do a scan? I gotta
Get
get
her
in the
within-
backyard.
Get her within range of the cameras. I hesitate to leave this vessel here without somebody at least keeping watch.
Right. One moment. She'll pull out her phone. She'll text Victoria. I may regret saying this, but would you break something? Nothing really expensive. Just maybe trip and knock something over.
She knocks Hector's glass out of his hand. Done.
Okay. Actually, Victoria slaps her glass out, looks at her phone, looks at you, slaps your glass out of your hand onto the ground where it breaks, and then looks and starts texting again.
What? Why?
I was
That
asked
should
to
do.
break something, so that was the closest thing.
I was drinking that.
There's more.
Back outside to Hinks. All right.
Had a very
I'll see if she can help me with something. I'll get outside and just, text me yay or nay, and we'll go from there. If it's
Right.
a yay, should I bring her out this way?
Yes. I had not.
You weren't prepared to.
I had not
Captured
anticipated
two
doing this
entities.
twice. Yes.
I see.
The vessel isn't particularly small, but I just don't like unknown variables.
Maybe we have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Perhaps.
I could throw some salt at her. I would prefer not having to hit her upside the head with an andiron. I do like her very much.
Well, we will play it by ear, as they say.
All right. She opens up her little clutch that she had. She had the hex bag and a little thing of lipstick, a compact, and just an entire little container of salt in her clutch. So she'll take it out. All right. Well, just let me know, yay or nay. It'll be fine.
Will do.
She just gets a text. Is there any particular reason that I was doing that?
We'll text out.
It made Hector very upset.
Give him my sincerest apologies and watch for Grace. We may have a second ghost on our hands.
Which one was Grace?
My party planner.
The one with the mousy brown hair?
Yes.
I got another drink. Are you gonna knock this one out of my hands too?
Not as of yet. And Isabel says she's sorry about that.
Why is Isabel sorry? You're the one that broke it.
She told me to do it.
Why did Isabel tell you to break my drink?
Just drink your drink. Look out for Grace.
Which one's Grace?
The one with the mousy brown hair.
Okay. Like, look out for her, or like, look out for
No,
her?
do not attack
Okay.
anyone at this party, please. We've already done enough damage to Isabel's social life.
Right.
She is a wonderful lady, and I'd like to keep her as a friend, thank you.
She is very nice.
Yeah.
But not like that. I wanted to be clear, I don't.
We are all aware you don't want to fuck any of us, okay?
Okay. As long as we're clear. Again, I'm sorry.
It's alright. Y'all can't look like Sabrina.
Do you know what Sabrina looks like?
No? Where's Grace?
You look around the party, the backyard. You don't see her. Isabel, you make your way inside, going through the house and coming down a hallway, sort of around a corner from one of the bathrooms that you let the staff use. You see it sort of straightening her jacket, making her way back into the kitchen. Grace.
Donna, we had a bit of a man down situation. Do you mind? I need a little assistance.
Oh, what happened?
We've got a little bit of glass on the ground. So, come on.
Oh, don't. I've got a couple of, cleaners on standby. I'll just grab one of them, send them right out. Where is it?
Oh, this way. It really won't take much of nothing. Besides, I want to introduce you to someone. I think you'll really like them. Come on.
Okay, if you insist.
Come on. She has one of the little, dustbins on the stick with it. Yeah, she'll grab that and head out.
Okay. You're a socialite. No one else would notice it. There's just a mild eye twitch of irritation.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
Bring her outside. Find the group.
Hinks on the cameras as you see Isabel exit the house with Grace following behind her. Almost immediately, she, more so than Hector did, lights up.
Oh boy.
Like probably double what you were getting off of Hector. It's impossible to miss.
Gets sends the yay text.
Puts it away. Goes over to sweep up the broken glass. Oh, Mr. Adonis, that may need to be your last drink. Grace! This is the gentleman I was telling you about. Mr. Adonis, this is Grace Murray. She is, my illustrious party planner for everything that I do. Grace, this is Mr. Hector Adonis. I believe you met Victoria already, Victoria Keena.
I did. A pleasure, and a pleasure as always.
Likewise.
As always, have you two met before?
Oh no, I meant Victoria. We met earlier.
Oh, silly me.
So
Wait.
do you need help cleaning up, or can I need to talk to the caterer about dessert.
Oh, of course. Actually, I do have one little thing. Don't be mad, but it's not on the schedule. I do have something. It's just a little something that I wanted to give to Junie. You know, she's the wife of the dearly departed Mr. Foreman.
Right.
I just had a little something I wanted to present to her, you know, on behalf of the neighborhood. But I left it outside in the Escalade. It's a little heavy, however. Do you mind? You can give me a better idea of how we can present it. Where it would fit in on the agenda, that is.
Sure. Is it a package, or what am I looking for?
Well, you'll have to see it to understand, but I think Junie will love it.
Do you think she
Okay.
needs help carrying it?
Potentially.
Do you need me to lift something?
Sure, that would be wonderful.
I
Mr. Dawson
didn't
is...
want to make you leave the party. I can handle it.
All right.
Wonderful. No problem at all. Well, Grace, come on. Loop her arm and drag her toward the front yard.
Do not hit this woman with your hammer. She is a human.
Well, no, I wouldn't do that. Have to scare the ghost out and then hit it.
I don't think that's how it works.
I've done it before. It's fine.
I'm gonna get somewhere where no one can see me and bamf to the garage.
Okay. Teleport into the garage.
Does Hector just follow her around the corner? She disappears. Goes.
How does it feel? How does it feel?
You can teleport to a person, I believe.
Yeah,
So
he
you
just
can just
teleports to
blindly
Victoria.
follow her.
That was very rude.
Well, you follow me. It's fine. She's gonna start setting up for a binding a person to a place thing.
Okay.
So
I use magic.
get out of the circle.
Fine.
Isabel, you and Hinks, you watch them on the camera. This exchange happened. She's lighting up like a beacon. And then you see Isabel sort of take her arm and a little forcefully walk her back into the house. And Isabel, as you go, she's like, I can really handle it. You don't have to lift anything. I assume that keys are in the same place they always are.
Yes, of course. Well, there was a little something I wanted to talk to you about as well.
Oh, okay. Sure.
So, Tell me, anyone of particular interest at the party?
How do you mean?
Oh, I don't know. Someone that caught your eye more than others?
Isabel, we've talked about this.
I know. You don't want anyone fixing you up. I understand, but
No,
I mean,
I work too much to be dating right now.
oh, everyone says that until they find someone that, they don't mind taking a day off for, if you understand.
I'm sure most of your neighbors are lovely, but I've seen most of them a little too drunk and a little too sad to want to go there. So, thanks.
Understandable, I suppose. She's gonna, as they're walking toward the garage area, she's gonna reach into her clutch and just grab a pinch of salt, and as she has her arm around, just sort of put a hand with the salt on Grace's and be like, I understand.
Okay. You say you understand. You put the hand down, and almost immediately you feel her skin go hot. And she jerks like something has just hurt her a little bit, like she, like you would do if you like pinch your finger on something. And then she looks over at you.
I'm gonna put her in a jujitsu hold.
Okay. Roll 2. Is this? I'm gonna have you roll to act under pressure
Okay.
to
Could I-
get to her first.
Interesting. Could
This
I?
is about reaction time.
Dang it. My tough's better, but okay. An 8?
Okay. Who? Where's outcome, hard choice, or price to pay? You move. You're trained in this.
Oh
You
yeah,
move.
basically like half her arm, half her like this,
Mhm.
and then just going to sort of turn my back, so I'm almost back to back with her, so that I can like pin her arm behind in a very uncomfortable position.
Okay. You do so. You turn her and sort of pin her arm up on her back, holding her in front of you. She pulls against you for a second, and then she looks back over her shoulder, sort of towards you, and you can see this odd sort of glow in her eyes, and then coming from her fingertips as you feel her skin start to get hot, like hot to the touch. And she looks at you and she says, Isabel, I really don't want to do it this way.
Then come with me and we don't have to. I'd rather not do it around my guests.
Let go of my arm.
Shove her toward the garage door.
You let go of her.
Yes.
Okay. You let go of her and you see as she pulls her arm back that her skin was almost sort of like glowing, this like sort of reddish, like orange color. And it starts to fade. And she looks at you, that kind of glow still in her eyes. Fine. We'll do it your way. You don't pay me enough for this. And she walks toward the garage.
Cool. Follow.
All right. She opens the door. Hector and Victoria, mostly Victoria, you have been setting up in the garage. The door opens just as you kind of put the finishing touches on your circle, and walking through, head held high, is Grace. And behind her is Isabel. Grace doesn't look super happy. Yet they both walk into the garage.
Cool. Can I get off the spell and try to just find the spirit?
You can certainly try. Go ahead and roll to use magic.
Thank you. Don't fuck it up. I rolled a 14. I have not advanced this yet.
Okay. So it works as you intended. So you're trying to trap something.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to trap the spirit.
Yeah, I basically want to
Okay.
just like rip the spirit out of her if I can.
Okay.
Maybe I learned
she
some
maybe she steps into the garage, sort of looks back towards Isabel, trying to get a sense of her surroundings. As soon as she does, Isabel, as you're closing the door behind you, Victoria activates the spell. There is this flash of sort of orange light as you see sort of the shade of something, this sort of humanoid outline is just all at once from the front of her body just ripped out of Grace and sort of contained in the garage within this circle. Grace immediately goes limp.
Catch her.
You catch her.
Oh dear.
Is she okay?
Check. Pulse. Is she breathing?
Nope.
Oh shit. CPR. Fuck.
Hector.
I'll see what I can do. Can I try to lay on hands?
You get over there. Isabel doing chest compressions. Hector, you go to lay your hand on Grace's skin. It is ice cold.
Ooh,
And it is very quickly going pale.
Isabel?
What?
I think she's been dead for a while.
What?
I don't think the spirit was possessing someone. I think it was inhabiting a corpse.
I didn't just kill her, right?
No, she was already dead.
For
Sort of
how
like
long?
almost like a zombie situation.
My party planner is a zombie?
Technically, she's the corpse.
You see it with like wraiths. Normally, by the time I see them like this, I've smashed their skulls in. So I don't normally get to see it with all the bits intact. But yes.
Did it kill her?
Did you kill her?
Did the spirit
No,
kill her?
did the spirit kill her? Is that why she died? Or did she die some other way and then it took her body?
I guess you'd have to ask the spirit.
I will turn to the spirit.
I would like to have some words with this spirit.
In front of you, while you are having this conversation, Grace's skin, almost like paper, is starting to like flake away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna need a broom in here probably pretty quick.
So, how long she been dead? By the look of the corpse.
Oh, a long time.
Something tells me the Grace that you knew was always this person, this spirit.
I've known Grace for 5-6 years.
Have there been other deaths
Not that I was aware of.
I'm gonna text Hanks real quick. Hey, captured another ghost in the garage. Anything we can do about that?
Yeah. Oh, brother. He calls you.
Hello?
What do you mean captured another ghost?
So you know how you made a thing to capture a ghost?
Yes.
I just did it faster.
Okay, great.
But it's not gonna hold it forever. It's like it's like a containment cell from Star Trek.
I see. I'll be right there.
Right.
And he's going to. Sorry, you said you were in the garage, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Perfect. He's gonna just very carefully drive this thing up to the garage.
Okay. Very, very carefully, very gently, you drive up to the garage. I assume they let you in. You take enough time to do this. It takes a couple of minutes. You're moving incredibly slowly. But since you take the time to do it, don't have to roll for it. You get it in the garage. Everything's still intact. Nothing too wonky or out of place.
All right, and I just see this ghost chilling there. Like, what does this look like?
So you walk in, and you see the sort of remnants of a circle and some runes sort of on the ground. They look. It's almost like scorch marks. But you can see like the defined pattern where the spell has sort of gone off. You see Victoria and Hector standing off to the side. Hector and Isabel and Victoria sort of near this body of somebody who is laying on the ground. And then in the middle of this circle, there is sort of this swirling, like very slowly swirling. It almost looks like it's kind of like steam, but it has this sort of bright, like orange glow that is sort of coming off. It's almost like, like if you trap smoke in a bottle, it kind of like very slowly turns. That's what you're looking at. A weird glowing cloud in a circle. And your teammates and a dead body.
Paying an unusually small amount of attention to an actual dead body. He wants to get a reading. Does it match the one that he has in the containment unit right now, or is this like something totally different?
It's similar. It is almost like you get a very strong rating from it very quickly. It's almost like an overcharged version of
like parent
of what's in the
child
trunk.
almost.
Yeah, kind of
Okay.
like a souped up.
Yeah.
Question. If we want to talk to her, should we let her back in the body? Otherwise, you're going to end up with a rotting corpse here on the garage floor. Now that we know she's dead, once she's back in the body, I can just hit her with my hammer until she's re-dead.
Why don't I try talking to her first in the spirit form?
Okay. Seems like you're going to have a limited amount of time until that's a
Yeah.
big pile of goo.
Right. Okay, hold on. Hello.
But we can do what we can to preserve a body. If you have a freezer, Isabel, that would help.
We've got 2 deep freezers in the corner, but I did have a whole cow in there. I was gonna take out as little of the meat as you can, if you don't mind. Those longhorns are expensive.
it seems like we've got a matter of like seconds, not minutes. So.
Right. Excuse me, ghost, spirit. Sorry. Forgot how to do this. Spirit, please speak with us.
From the center of the circle, you hear almost what sounds like a laugh, like kind of a light, sort of laughing, and then a voice.
Well, since you asked nicely. What?
Are you a spirit in two parts, or do you have a partner spirit that you travel with?
Why should I tell you?
Because I'm the only one trying to help you here.
Your circle says otherwise.
You've been hurting people and killing them. I could just send you back, but I'd rather find out why first.
Good luck.
I could hit her and see if.
Do you want to be reunited with your other half?
I don't need it. I'll make more.
I see. Did you kill this woman? Points to...
No.
No.
Did you kill Mr. Ed?
Who?
Ed Foreman.
No. Yes.
Why?
Wow. For hunters, you know so little.
We're trying to understand, honey. Came right to
I
the
want my
source,
body
right?
back. It takes a lot of power for someone like me to look like you.
You're not a human spirit. We understand that.
No.
What are you?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would. That's why I asked.
Can I get a read on her?
Can you? Let's see. You can read people's minds.
Could I use this to investigate a mystery, basically? Like, figure out what she is?
I will say, you have that move. I'm trying to pull up your sheet. I know you have a move that is about like specifically attuning to a monster.
Yes, I do. The tune in. Yeah, I can roll plus weird on a 10, hold 3 on a 7 to 9, hold 1 on a miss. The monster becomes aware of you. Spend your hold to ask the keeper. Yeah, I can do that.
Let's do that.
Okie dokie. So this is a weird roll. 7. I thought that was a 2, and I'm like, that's impossible.
All right. So one question, plus 1 on
Bless you.
going.
Questions are right there.
Yeah. Do I have to pull from this list?
No.
Okay. What is she? Let me true name her.
You you focus for a moment, sort of using the residual magic from the circle and your telepathic abilities to tune in to this spirit. It puts up very little resistance and just sort of goes quiet while Victoria focuses on it. Victoria, you are very familiar with basically every kind of ghost there is at this point, at least in some capacity. Definitely not a human. Basically only a spirit in name. The energy you get from this creature, because you are pretty familiar with them at this point, is very, very close to the demons that you've been close to. You know that there are cases of demons who have been banished or sent back, who end up back in their realm in a very weakened state. If they slip through back to the human plane, either before they've had time to recuperate or if they've been unable to recuperate, they also have spirits.
She's a demon spirit. Anyone we know banish you?
You just hear a sort of a quiet laugh from the center again, and then it says,
No,
Probably
you're new
took
to me.
Probably took you a while to crawl back up here, huh?
Yeah.
How long have you been in Grace?
10 years.
And really, party planner. That seems like a weird profession for a demon.
It's a very easy place to find willing participants in what seems to be your forte.
People who look like you.
So, should I just send her back?
Can you do that?
Yeah. I'm Angel.
Right.
Won't kill her.
Right. Hanks?
At this time, I don't have a long-term containment unit for something such as this. I can study, provided it doesn't dissipate upon banishment, what I have in the containment unit. Chalk this one up to field research.
By all means.
One last thing, Grace. Well, whatever you were.
What an ironic name. Sorry, I just realized that.
Indeed.
What would have been your going rate if I wasn't paying you enough?
At my last job, I made twice what you pay me.
Why didn't you just say so? Believe me, in this economy, if you have to know what you're worth. You could have told me. I thought we were friends.
I like you, Isabel.
All right. I'm gonna send her away. Don't kill anybody else. We'll find you.
Cross my heart.
More irony.
What do you do?
I cast out evil.
What'd that do?
So I have to roll tough. Different effects on. It's banished. Now Hector actually has no control over where it goes. It's just banished somewhere. He doesn't know where. He assumes
sure.
somewhere bad.
Who has control over that? Oh, okay.
You don't know.
The keeper.
Me.
I understand in this
God.
context.
Banished creatures unharmed, and you have no control over where it goes. I can also use
Okay.
this on unnatural hunters, like the monstrous.
What happens if you fail?
There's on a miss, something is keeping it here. That's bad.
Okay,
So
go ahead.
I roll tough.
Roll for me.
That's a 9.
Would this count? I have something called the power of heart. When fighting a monster, if you help someone, don't roll cool, you automatically help as if you rolled a 10.
Wow.
Is this technically fighting a monster?
If I flavored Hector, banishing is punching it.
I mean, just real tough.
You are. Yeah, I was gonna say. My instinct is to say no, but then my instinct changed very quickly because you do roll tough.
Mhm. I imagine like if it was like Victoria using magic, that would be different.
Mhm.
Hector
Yeah.
does punch them into
Yeah, this is you punching a spirit back to where it came from, isn't
Yeah.
it?
I just want Isabel
Yeah.
to like place her hand on his shoulder, like, you got this. Like, do
Yeah.
it.
I'll count that. What do you do, Isabel?
I mean,
No.
basically that. Just, he's getting all ready and she just puts a hand, wait. Goodbye, Grace.
You should probably step back a little bit. I kind of have to wind up for it.
Oh, of course. Just sort of like moves her hand to like the middle of his back.
Does a little wind up, and as he does some like celestial energy coalesces on his fist, and he just right in the center of the ghost face.
Okay. Hector, you wind up and you go to punch this thing to back where it came from. Right before you do, Victoria at the edge of the circle, sort of in this sort of orange like flame, you see a face appear. Just very briefly, right before Hector's fist connects with it. It's a beautiful face of a sort of young woman, sort of sharp features, high cheekbones, and what looks like flowing red hair because it's all sort of orange and red. She looks at you, looks at Hector, kind of cocks her head to the side, and just says,
You were my first choice anyway.
and then Hector wallops her. And she sort of spins kind of into herself, and there's a pop, and she's gone.
Well, that was very handy. Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
Well done.
Isabel's still rubbing his back.
More to come for herself than anything. It's just-
You're thank you, Isabel.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right.
It's oddly soothing. I apologize. Anyway.
Well, I5's teams. Another one on the books.
Right, we still have the one outside that's in the car.
And
I assume he.
Grace is,
The body.
It looks bad.
Yeah. Do you want me to take that to like a dumpster or something?
Quick cast gentle repose. Wait a second.
wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't really handle that side of things.
Well, I suppose if we have some asset at the ready.
Would lie work?
I don't know. Rob doesn't know. Hanks would know.
I
Lie
think,
Get
should
rid of a
work.
body.
I think that should work.
Yeah, lie will work.
As
Of
long as
course,
it smells
Hanks would
good.
know how to get
But-
rid of a body.
Bathtub upstairs.
No.
Not ceramic.
No.
How about the warehouse then?
You can just drop her anywhere, right?
I could just take her
Why
anywhere.
don't
Now
we-
that she's dead, she'd be much easier for me to transport.
Why don't
Why
we
don't we do
just
that?
like middle of the woods, where she can't be found?
Maybe bury it so
Yeah.
people don't.
I'll dig a nice grave.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very sorry for your loss, Isabel.
Oh well.
She's got it right though. Could I have a trash bag?
Yes. One moment. Just goes pick some stuff up. Like she's
Alright.
very like with it, but also a little sad. But pretty held
Alright.
together, all things considered.
You put what's left of Grace in a bag. Hector, you take her away. Do you dig a nice grave?
No, Hector would. Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
gonna lie about that.
You dig a nice grave. It doesn't take you very long. Bury her somewhere far away.
Do you put the coins over her eyes?
Hector, she don't really have eyes left, buddy.
I think that's where her eyes were.
They stay very nicely
They sink in
Place.
a little.
where you stuck them.
Ugh.
Blah, blah, blah.
Wop.
Wow.
Oh my god.
And you teleport back to your crew, and that is where we're going to end today's session. For once, I'm more horrified with you all than I am with myself.
I got someone else to do a roll.
Not Rob. Rob, you've done nothing wrong.
I've somehow played the least savory character in the group, and I'm the good one today.
You are the
Oh
good
my god.
I get the good boy award.
You get a star.
Oh
That
boy.
is where we are going to end for today. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us for whatever that was, because that one was a ride. That was a roller coaster of emotions that we've weaved for you just in front of your very eyes. Before we go, at the end of the session, the keeper will ask the following questions. Did we conclude
Yes.
the current mystery?
We
Yes. Calm down. No more sugar for you.
It's hard to let go of Hector, I think.
It is.
He just shows up in the house. sometimes.
occupies it.
Did you save someone from certain death or worse?
Yeah.
A few someones,
I'm
right?
assuming Hector would
Several
have died
Hector, for
Yeah.
one.
from horniness.
Would Hector have killed
Death by lust.
We've all been
Yeah,
there.
death by lust.
Death
For
by
real.
Shushu?
That's well done. Oh, Rob,
Uh,
that's her next book.
Heck,
So
I will. You all can do more research in your downtime on this if you would like, but I will just tell for you as players. Yes, Hector would have eventually died.
Wee.
So what was possessing Hector was like an aspect of her spirit that she had like manifested to like control him.
succubus, for real succubus, is that what was up?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, dope. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, Hanks has learned now that demons also have spirit. In retrospect, I was like, oh, I should have known it was a demon this whole time. And then I thought about it and I was like, well, if I'm reading for spectral energy, I wouldn't be picking up humans wouldn't show up if I was looking for human ghosts. So demons wouldn't show up if I was looking for demon ghosts.
Exactly.
I did it.
We're all ghosts on the inside.
So wait, so now I can detect demons and demon ghosts, and I still can't actually use this as a real EMF reader yet
No.
because I don't actually have data on spirits.
Foiled you
Fuck,
again.
man. God damn it!
We're
It's
gonna
gonna be
You
the
want
line
hanging
demons?
the
You want
real
ghosts? Here's
It's
both.
like starting a Pokedex and like number 150 that you catch is like a Pidgey. It's like, how did I miss this? God
That's
damn.
Victoria. She can actually see ghosts, which is
Help.
something I should have thought about before.
Did you learn something new and important about the world?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Demons have ghosts.
Demon ghosts.
Yeah.
Demons have ghosts. Well, demons have spirits.
Mhm.
Did you learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Hector wants to bone.
The way Hector wants to bone is very interesting. He's a romancer. Who knew?
What a romantic
Yes.
boy.
He's
Can you
extremely
imagine if it
romantic.
was Victoria who
Yeah,
got this? Just, like,
surprising.
That's what she was
no one.
saying. She wanted Victoria.
I
You
know.
were her first
His
choice.
last name's fucking Adonis. Like,
Yeah.
Listen,
everybody
Hector's a
needs-
soft boy.
The only reason I will say this for you all and for the stream, because I told Val, I told you this specifically. The only reason it didn't happen to Victoria was because you all specifically put Hector out as bait.
Mhm.
It was good.
Everybody's gonna think I'm a bully, but I'm
No,
voting for you.
we 100% put him in his bait.
Oh my god.
And you put
I
Hector
mean,
as
yeah,
bait,
I was
and
like-
it changed the game quite drastically because Hector is only half human.
So was
If
happy.
it got a hold of a human, the timeline would have been a little bit different.
Oh no.
Hector could be hornier for longer.
Victoria, no wait period. She's like, let's go.
It would have been different.
Oh,
Holy shit.
That's the most I'm gonna say
Amazing.
without while leaving a little bit to the imagination. My imagination specifically that I'm not sharing with you. That is for yes. Everybody gets 2 XP.
Woo!
You also get XP if you failed any rolls,
Okay, you.
except
just put me down to 1.
Isabel, because you used luck.
I used the luck.
I think that was the only fail. That was the only fail.
Yeah.
All right, it's 2 XP for everybody. I'm so sorry we have gone so far over time. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us today. We will return 1 week from today, same time, same place here at 4 p.m. Eastern time to see what happens next. There will probably be some discussion about ghosts and demons and things, and then we will pop off a new mystery. Any last words?
Pay your staff well. They deserve it.
I
And
can't
on
think of
that
anything.
note, we will see everybody on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time for Tabletop Tuesdays, and we will see you throughout the week and then again next Sunday. But until then, good game and good night, Internet.